Howdy, howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we are playing The Case of the Worst Day Ever. Alright, now we have investigation number 5, a bake-off gone wild. 5th annual Mapleton Country Club bake-off. You promised. It's not usually like that, I swear. Professional DSLR camera. And then we have several cakes here. In the meadow we meet, made with sweet buttercream vanilla cake and raspberry ganache. Abracadabra, made with cream cheese icing, red velvet cake, passion fruit ganache, and vanilla fondant. Polka dots and cream, made with sweet buttercream, strawberry cake, and sea salt caramel filling. Up in the Clouds, made with blueberry buttercream, confetti cake, and vanilla fondant. I'm probably mispronouncing things. I apologize. Oopsie Cone, made with mint buttercream, chocolate cake, and graham cracker crumble. All right, so we've got several things going on. Come on, you can't blame her. How dare you? How dare you? We also have the three award podiums of varying heights. Ladies, please. An opened tin of all-natural mints. We have some cards here, which have Helena, Belinda, Emma, Lynette, and Gail. So we have Helena is delicious, Belinda is nice, Emma's amazing, Lynette's too salty, and Gail is too sweet. So we can probably use this to determine what it is. So if you take these pictures back, to here, and we look at this one, any of these, well, this is sea salt. Was that? Yeah, so we could say like this one is Lynette's. So sweet. We're looking at, we have Gail's, Emma's. So yeah, we're gonna come back over here. So Oopsie Cone, made with mint buttercream chocolate cake. Yeah, we'll figure this out. Let's come back in here. Now we have first annual bake off. Mapleton Country Club hosts famous chef by Robbie Robinson. The Mapleton Country Club was honored to host the famous baker Chef Jean Rouge as the judge for the first annual bake-off event. Chef Rouge is a legend in the baking community, said Mr. Edwin Lane, the owner of the club. My wife has always been a fan of his show, That's a Cake. So we knew we had to have him as a judge. Chef Rouge is most known for his illusion cakes, which look like something other than your usual cake. But he is also sought after for creative takes on wedding cakes. I expect great things from the bakers of the club. Creativity, taste, and appearance are the keys. So we have first, Ms. Tang, would you like fries with that? Second, Ms. Lane, a gift for you. Third, Ms. Doogie, binding for you. Fourth, Ms. Tang, spring has sprung. Fifth, Ms. Gup, cheesecake. Relatable. That is like so how I think I would actually make something. Second annual bake off. First, Ms. Tang, trick or treat. Second, Ms. Lane, movie night. Third, Ms. Doogie, the Primrose Promise. Fourth, Ms. Bailey, birthday girl. Fifth, Ms. Gup, rainbow in the sky. To have him return another fine year of entries, the famous chef remarked, but it was immediately clear to me who would be getting first prize. Each year, the top 3 winners receive wooden probably wooden spoons. Third annual break off. First, Ms. Lane, teacher's pet. Second, Ms. Tang, perfect harvest. Third, Ms. Doogie, roses and cream dream. Fourth, Ms. Bailey, melting the ice caps. Fifth, Ms. Gup, feeling froggy. Was so close, but she earned the whisk this year. Chef Rouge laughed, enjoying another bite of apple cake. If Karen had added a worm too, I might have had a break to break the coveted spoon, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, so this is probably Karen Lane, I think. No. Karen had added a worm to the, or Tang. I don't think Karen's one of the names. I don't know why he's talking about Karen. All right, year 4. Fourth annual bake-off. First, Miss Tang, All Hail the Queen. We've got chess pieces. Second, Ms. Lane, Summer Delight. Third, Miss Dewey, Midnight Blooms and Bliss. Fourth, Miss Bailey, Here Comes the Bride. Fifth, Miss Gup, Something Blue. Wedding cakes were all the rage this year, and a bit of a toss-up when it came to awarding the spoon. I love to see bakers take new risks, but ultimately it came down to overall appearance, the famous chef explained. All straighter and we'd have, or a little straighter and we'd have. Someone's phone. Bryant, can you feel pressured? But can I call you? I just want to apologize. I've changed now. I promise. I flushed my bait. I even sold my rods. So can I? Yes, you can pay via check, cash, or our convenient app, Cash Strong and Courage. Okay, good enough. Thanks. You're welcome, Miss Tibbert. It's just a mess. I'm sorry. I'll remember that. I've actually made a friend already at the country club. But that's nice. Your friendship is important. Yeah, I'll just focus on that for a while. I think that's for the best. Just stay strong and take care, honey. Thanks, Mom. Lynette, yes, I'm settled in. Not sure about going tomorrow. I don't need any more excitement. It's really low-key, I promise. I don't have to take my photo taken, do I? I hate photos. Of course not. Okay, so Lynette. Yeah, so it looks like Lynette is the person that's taking the camera. And that was... Hold on. Was that in here? Yeah, Lynette. Tibbard. So yeah, so I think then the person that's running last name is Tibbard. This person is Jean Rouge. And the person that we've seen, we're still collecting names because I don't have everyone. All right, so we have Britt. The country club would be the perfect place for a Fast and Fab party. I don't know. We've had quite a few parties there recently. Not like Fast and Fab, I swear. It's all about the ladies. We're focused on the bake-off right now. I'll follow up with you after. I just watched him on TV last night. He made a cake that looked like a can of corn cola. Yeah, he's good. Why would anyone want to eat a cake that looked like that? It's just to demonstrate his skills. I don't think anyone eats those. Wasteful. Back in my day, cake was made for eating. Julio, she's not even going to be there? No, I'm super bummed. It'll be too easy without her. Unfortunately, her daughter is getting married out of state. Doesn't her daughter usually compete too? No, she never came back after the first. It just wasn't her thing. Gotcha. Okay, so someone's daughter never came back. Anything I could do to help with the prep, sweetie? No, it's just too bad this year. Just make me proud. Don't I always? Of course. Okay, we got all of that. We have here Brobert Personal. I made reservations for tomorrow at 7. Ooh, I can't wait. What about the sitter? She confirmed available until 11. Perfect. A night of bliss. Helena, yes, I'm selling and not sure about getting tomorrow. I don't need more excited. It's low key. I promise. I don't have my photo. I hate having my photo taken. So that tells us that that is... Helena. Please, I could really use the work. Well, we do have a gig for next week around 8 p.m. Perfect. We'll need shots of absolutely everyone there, so don't let anyone slip out. I won't. Thank you. Did you remember to turn the slow cooker on? I think so, Robert. Sorry, all I can think about is getting ready for this corporate visit. Poor thing. I'll get the dog walker to check out. Okay, so that's Brobert from the place, and their last name was Gup. So got a couple more. Dear B, France is amazing this time of year, and we're having a blast. You and the hubby simply have to come with us next time. I thought of you when I visited a little bakery by our hotel. They had a cookbook by that hunk Jean Rouge. Oh la la. He needs to hurry up and give you a prize already, or else you're gonna have to start a fight. Lol. Seriously though, you've improved so much. You deserve it. Good luck, Rosie. P.S. Don't forget our bet. If you win first place, you have to kiss him on the cheek. And we got this one. May 2nd. It's almost here. Waiting to see Jean again is such a torture. Ever since that first year when he gave me my prize, I just can't believe I own things that he touched. They even smelled like his cologne for a few months. Now I live for my next each year. His eyes on me, the way he praises my cakes, our hands sometimes touching when he hands me my prize. I simply couldn't bear it if he rejected me. That's why I've stuck to my tried and true cake style. I don't want to risk my moment with him. Speaking of which, I've overheard one of my lessers joke about kissing him if she won first. I didn't let it get to me because she has no chance of winning first. But the thought alone of having to watch that made me feel sick. I know everyone has a crush on him too, who wouldn't, but still, I'd probably run away crying. Anyway, tomorrow I'll add another of his sweet, sweet prizes to my collection. His cologne has long since faded from last year's, and my desperation is growing. That sounds absolutely creepy and like stalkerish. Just saying. Okay, so do we have... We're still missing one. Oh, here we go. How dare you? Half of a very nice wooden spoon. Okay, well, there's... Come on, you can't blame her. I thought I already did this one. How dare you? Oh. A very nice wooden spatula. Very nice wooden spoon. Okay, we do have all of them now. So let's see if we can't place some of these. Okay, so if we have Lynette, that's Gup. And it does deal with, in part with this. So I highly recommend taking screenshots of this one. But we can see Tang won the first, and now we have one where Tang got... Ms. Tang got second. Okay, so year one. All right, so we have Bailey. So we do have that. This is the person that we're actually talking about, and I believe her name is Belinda, which means that we've got two names left from the initial set. Was Gail and Emma. And okay, so that is all those. And then we've got to match these 5 bakers to their ones. So with this, some of this, what I did was I was going through and looking like, here's Lane has something that's kind of a little decorative each time. And if you notice, Doogie has the basically a tiered cake. So we'll do here. I'm gonna guess, yeah, Lane has, so we have Emma, Lane. Now Bailey hasn't been, well, Bailey did this one and she's starting to do tier, and she's doing more of the things. So I'm gonna say Belinda, Bailey, and that leaves over here with Helena Tibbard. Okay, so we're looking at like who is absolutely obsessed. So over here, when we look at in here, who is who? So we have yeah, so it's basically we have Gail. I don't know why I'm going down there. Tried to take Belinda Bailey's spoon because her, yeah, she is seriously causing yeah, because she's obsessed with this guy, and he actually rejected her because what place did she get? Yeah, third. Yeah, she got third. She's consistently only gotten third. Causing the ladies to fight and break the spoon. So, yeah, so where is third? So she would have had to gotten, because if Belinda got third or something, she's been consistently getting third. Yeah, Belinda lately worked hard over the years to improve her cake making game and finally won a prize. Unfortunately, that meant Gail Doogie, who lives for her prize each year, would have to go without one. So Gail tried to take the spoon, causing it to break into two. Like I said, that is like serious issues here. Who's who? Start by cross-referencing the judging cards and the scrapbook. A few bakers are married. A cell phone lets you know someone who usually competes did not enter the bake-off this year. It looks like someone who had entered for the first time this year. Perhaps there are similarities between this year's cakes and the cakes from the past. A photographer is credited in the scrapbook, and someone has a camera. Pay attention to which prize certain people are holding. These people ought to have the highest scores on their judging cards. A letter suggests that Belinda has improved her baking skills over the year and not won a prize before. The owner of the black phone is married to the country club owner and seems confident about her baking skills. The journal owner has consistently won a prize in the past but likes to play it safe. She probably doesn't make the most extravagant cakes. Every baker's last name can be found in the scrapbook except for one lady. Her last name can be found in her phone. The spoon is not the first place prize. According to the scrapbook, the lady with the spatula usually wins first or second place. The lady with the whisk has never competed before. Who baked which? Compare the judging scorecards to the cakes on display. Perhaps there are similarities between this year's cakes and the cakes from the past. Pay attention to which prize certain people are holding. The scrapbook will help you determine which wooden prize corresponds with first, second, and third place. Year 3, first and second place almost tied. Year 4 there was close competition for the spoon. The journal owner has consistently won a prize in the past but likes to play it safe. Jean Rouge seems to really like illusion cakes. First and second place probably went to Abracadabra and Oopsie Cone. What happened? It looks like there was a fight over a certain prize. It seems like someone is a sore loser. A type of passion may have motivated this incident. A kiss is only supposed to happen if a certain person won first. Did she win first? The journal owner seems desperate for her prize. Maybe she didn't get one this year. Ms. Doogie won third place in all 4 previous bake-offs, but this year she came in 4th. Okay, now we have investigation number 6, middle school melodrama. There is so much drama going on here, I swear. All right, so what is up with you? How, Sob? Why, Sob, so soon? So I have given a copy of this and swear up to uphold it. We have Ash, Tink, and someone Baker. Okay. It's gonna be okay, I promise. A few sheets of thin toilet paper. A hot pink gel pen. Backpack containing a jacket and notebooks. Nothing else. All right, in here we have a calendar. A garden club meets every Thursday. And then we have some lockers. Eco palette. We have orphan script. Mostly empty backpack containing a blank notebook. Hey girl, heard the great news. Congrats. I knew you'd get it because you're so talented. Actually have a little news of my own. Guess who asked me out? Yep, him. I kind of thought he might after you told me he was single again. He's been flirting with me all semester in Ms. Gladstone's class, but you never can be sure with boys. Anyways, just wanted to tell someone with some. So that's going to kind of be the clue here. Oh my god, it's so boring in here. I finally saw the last episode of Stinky Sisters. Also super boring. I feel like Sarah becoming Paul's girlfriend was after all, was really dumb. Like, what was the whole season for? And the way that Cindy confronted Bradwin, I'm not going to watch the next season. Anyway, what else is there to write about? I still can't believe A got dumped at my club. I feel so bad for her. This class is so boring. Gonna go to the bathroom and waste time. Lol. Okay. We have another sign. Dear BFF, I just wanted to say thank you for all your support lately. Your homework was a lifesaver. I just couldn't concentrate on math this week. I just never saw it coming because he said he loved me, you know? I know it's only been a few days, but it still hurts really bad. I keep tearing up in class. The schedule is helping though. So thanks for putting that together. It's a little confusing sometimes, but I haven't had to see him, so it's worth it. Probably would be easier to follow if I wore a watch. Haha. Anyways, you are the best, BFF. We have an empty green backpack. Hey! Hope you didn't feel ignored last night. My little cousin was playing with it and didn't tell me it rang. The whole crew was over because my big bro was being honored by his troop. I forgot which badge he got. Haha. Well, the teacher is looking at me, so I guess I'll end it here. Just wanted to make sure we were cool. TTLY. I remember when we used to pass notes. All right, we've got Peanut. Last name Smythe. Just got 4 apples, 5 pears, and 1 banana. Her friend Jose had 3 apples, 6 pears, and 2 bananas. If they each gave each other 4 pieces of fruit, who will have an odd number of fruit? Imagine a scenario in which a train is racing along 100 miles up a hill, the 1,000 miles it travels. Okay. Okay, I know I say and I joke about hidden math games. Okay, 4 and 5 pairs is 9. Her friend Jose has 3 apples, 6 pears, and 2 bananas. That's 3, 6. Three, 6, and 2. So that is... That is math. That's what that is. That's 11. If they each give each other 4 pieces of fruit, who will have an odd number of fruit? Well, okay. So honestly, if they give each other 4 pieces of fruit, then it really cancels it out because they're both losing 4 pieces of fruit and adding 4 pieces of fruit. So technically they both have odd numbers because it's 9 and 11. However, technically Jose has 2 bananas, and bananas are technically an herb, which means that he only has that his fruit is 3 apples and 6 pears, which is also 9, which is also odd. So both of them, no matter how you cut it, are going to have odd because they're just basically going to have 9 pieces of fruit. They give each other 4 pieces, which means they go from 9 to 5 and back up to 9. So both of them. That's a stupid math question. Okay, dear Kay, I was really glad you were there when it happened. I don't know, I could have coped alone. Not that I'm coping that good now, but still, you're a really good friend. I don't know if I'd be back in the club, though. Too humiliating, just wanted to let you know. Hey girl, guess who's with the Daddy Carbucks now? Me. Don't tell him I'm this excited, but I'm so excited. He asked me yesterday. It was super cute. I've been wanting to gush about it, but didn't want to hurt A. We agreed to just act normal around her for now, but I couldn't resist telling you. Please don't tell her yet. I'll tell her when the time is right. Ms. Daddy Carbucks. That is so cringe. That is absolute cringe. A. Garcia, my hero. My mom, Sandra, is my hero. When I'm sad, she's there to make me feel better. Every morning she packs me a lunch and every night she cooks dinner or she orders from our favorite restaurants. On my birthday, she buys me a special present or takes me to do something special. She also taught me to prioritize studying. One time, I broke a very special piece of china that my mom had given her. We've got some wings and hearts, and then BB at the bottom. Garcia Gal. Okay, first things first, I got the part. I'm so nervous, but I'm glad I went for it. Second, y'all are so cute. Y'all are for real meant to be together. So glad it finally happened. Third, my brother got a puppy for his birthday. It's so cute. I can't wait to show it to you when you come over next week. Posh Pal. All right. 105. God, all these notes. I'm saying like I didn't do all this back when I was like, but this was like elementary school. Of course, granted, that was a while back. We're not going to discuss that. That's your new name. It's official. Hope you like it. So, I know you said that 4 would work better today, but it really has to be an hour early because my mom is picking me up to go shopping. Hey, don't tell on me. That time worked fine yesterday. Anyway, don't be late. I need to see your face. Your angel. Hey, Benny. Sorry if it wasn't clear. I try to make it as simple as possible. You're always even for loggers, but otherwise it alternates just to be fair and work with your classes, Molly. Hey, dude, no judgment here, man. You do you. It'll blow over by next week, probably, but I'll keep it on the DL. I've got a new girlfriend too, haha. I bet you can guess who she is. I played it really cool, even though I was sweating so bad, and asked her out yesterday. Then I almost blew it because I missed her call, but it's all good. Philly cheese. P.S. What's your Star Shield score? Empty backpack with a Star Shield pin on the front pocket. That's one thing I like about this game. Again, so much lore. Everything is so interconnected. So here we have Molly Flew. My love. Photo of a blonde boy. We have Cat. I totally understand we're going to miss you so much. Just know I'm always here for you if you need anything. I love my picture, by the way. Thank you so much. He's so adorable. Oh, I almost forgot. I talked to M and P at lunch, and they said 3, so I told them that works for us too. We're going to rock this project. See ya. To BFF from BFF. Dear BFF, don't even mention it. Just make sure you bring it to class on Monday. Lol. I think that's when it's due. I'm glad the schedule is working and he's sticking to it, even though it's not as simple as I thought it was. Sorry about that. I wish me and Lyle had one last year, but he never would have agreed to it because he's a huge jerk. Lol. Anyway, see you this afternoon. Okay, so that all of the lockers. And we have to figure out who has which locker. All right, so let's go in here. Oh, that's the bathroom. We're gonna go back out here. We've got cafeteria, an algebra book. I wonder what that was all about. I'll ask Angela later. Biology for middle schoolers. Freshwater frogs. Freshwater frogs are very cool. They make new frogs by laying a whole lot of eggs in bodies of water. Adult frogs can go on land, but they have to avoid drying out, so they have to go back in the water sometimes. One time, I met a frog out in... This is Blake Everly. So we can probably assume that this is Blake Everly. Oh, we've got this. We've got little Torup. So there was some event that happened here. Cafeteria. We've got volunteer, flyer for summer volunteer activities. Art Club. Get in touch with your creative side. Join the Mapleton Middle Art Club. New members always welcome. Talk to Kimmy for more details. Wait a minute. You knew about this? It might have been mentioned. Okay, we've got biology book. Stinky cheese. So that's Phil Cheese. Hey, no worries. I was tired, so I went to bed early. Better not leave me hanging tonight. Well, Mr. Thomas is about to make us go run laps, so I gotta go. TTYL. I found your missing script. Walk me to my locker after the project meeting, and I'll give it to you with a heart. Okay, so that one of the lockers... had this. What I am probably going to do is go in and actually do the thorough analysis, rereading it because I'll have to go back and reread each one of them. So we have a computer game running, cipher game, pros and codes, because there was a locker that had a cheese picture on it. So Kaylee Posh is Fanny, Phil Briggs is Daddy Carbucks, Ash Tink as Miss Fannigan, Little Orphan Fanny. And this, well, it doesn't matter anymore, okay? You could have told me, you know. A backpack containing multicolored pens, a spiral notebook, and a pencil case. We do have all of the words. So this one's probably going to be the big... Yeah, so we've got all the words, we've got all this. Let's go ahead and alphabetize this. So this is Ashley Tink, or Ash Tink. And we're going to go through, I'm going to go through and analyze each one of the lockers for more hints, for those tips, but we went through and read every single thing that's in there. So we have Kimmy Smythe, Kaylee Posh, Molly Flo, Phil Biggs, Angela Garcia. She looks so happy. And then we have Benny Baker. All right. Lockers. So I have gone through and analyzed lockers. We have, and these are who I feel best meet the criteria that's in there. Molly Flo. Hold on. Kimmy Smythe. Angela Garcia. Benny Baker. And Ash Tink. All right, so we have whole drama going down. So reading all the context clues, we have Benny Baker broke up with Ash Tink. So Molly Flo created a turf schedule so they could avoid seeing each other. And then we had so many days later, Benny broke the turf schedule by going to the spot at the odd hour. Unfortunately, Ash saw Benny there with Angela Garcia, his new girlfriend. So they have this that is, I don't remember seeing that. So you could see like one day later. No. Do I have, I don't think I have two. You just swap that out and you could just do 3. Ash was devastated when Benny broke up with her. Molly's turf schedule eased her pain for a few days, but Benny never told his new girlfriend Angela about the schedule. So when Angela wanted to meet at the spot during Ash's scheduled time, Benny went along with the plan, causing Ash and her friends to run into him. When Molly confronted them with the schedule, Benny tore it up. Okay. I'm sorry, but Ash, when someone breaks up, they're not owed. Like, at least he broke up before he started dating someone else. But it's middle school. You'll... All right. That's why I didn't date in middle school. Didn't date in high school either. Too much drama. All right. The lockers are full of crucial clues. There's a poster somewhere with a few important names and hints. Someone might be wearing eyeshadow. Perhaps there are similarities between the notes in different lockers and backpacks. Ink color and handwritings are clues to the authors of certain notes. Figuring out who has which locker will help you identify most of the kids. Who has which locker? Start with those who have scripts for Little Orphan Fanny. The stars of this play are listed on the poster somewhere in the school. Which notes are not in certain lockers is just as important as which notes are. A bit of handwriting analysis might be in order. Not every locker contains a backpack, but not every student is wearing a backpack. A few lockers contain homework assignments with names on them, but one of these assignments is in someone else's locker. Only one locker belongs to a boy. What happened? The girl crying is clutching something very important. Torn pieces of paper hold Torn pieces of paper somewhere hold important clues. Who is dating is critical. It seems that a breakup occurred. Study the notes in the lockers and club clues around the school to determine when it happened. It looks like someone didn't follow the turf schedule. It seems like the schedule was based around even and odd hours of the school day. It looks like Ash was dumped by Benny at the art club earlier in the week. It looks like Benny already has a new girlfriend. Well, thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.